How's it going, guys? This is CypherByte, and today we're going to be looking at a Buzzard fit. This is the fit that I use every single time I go out hunting relics and data sites. It is one of my favorite ships to fly. So this is the RDH-007, the Relic Data Hunter 007. I just put the 007 on there because I like James Bond. So anyway, why the Buzzard? Well, the Buzzard is a great entry to mid-range level ship. The price to fly this thing is so much cheaper than flying an Astero. Now, I can fly the Astero, and it's a great ship too. But especially when you don't need drones, or you don't want to use drones, the Buzzard is definitely a better pick, just due to the fact that the hull price is absolutely insane. So if we go Buzzard, I can pick this up in a MAR for about 52 million. If I was going to go with an Astero, you're going to be looking at 145 million. Now, granted, this is a MAR, so I get it. This isn't the main trade hub of the game. It's pretty much the second one. But so if you're in JITA, you'd be able to get it for a lot cheaper. And as well as if you're willing to wait to have a buy order filled, you would obviously get it for even cheaper, especially in JITA. But I sometimes don't want to fly all the way up there or junk clone up there or whatever. Anyway, I'm willing to pay 52 million just for the hull for this guy because this guy will pay off. And I love to explore and kind of live down in a Mars, so at least in that space. So it's just enticing for me to go ahead and buy it down here. So let's get into the fit here. So we have obviously a tight fit. So this I know you're going to freak out. The capacitor is not stable, but that's okay. It's a scanning relic hunter ship. It's not going to be the end of the world. We're not going to be firing off every single module at the same time. So we will go ahead and start with the high slots. So up here in the first high slot, we have the covert ops cloaking device. Now, real quick, this ship has bonuses. We're going to look at those bonuses real quick. Obviously, we have bonuses to the covert ops cloaking devices. We want to use those. Same with the core combat scanner probes. Now, this is where we use the Buzzard. The Buzzard is a scanning ship. It's just made for this activity. So that's why we use it. We have bonuses to the relic and data analyzer, virus strength, which is great. So yes, covert ops cloaking device. Everyone knows what that does. You can cloak while you warp, and you can stay cloaked for quite a long time. Obviously, it's not necessary, but if you can fit it and you can afford it, I would fit it because it comes in handy, especially if you're going to go into nullsec, even lowsec. It's very handy. Next, we're going to be talking about the Core Probe Launcher 2. Now, this is interesting. A lot of people say, oh, you need the sister Core Probe Launchers. Okay, you can, sure. It's going to give you 5% scan strength bonus on top of that. But look at the price difference. This is going to add 27 million on top of the price that we've already paid to buy the hull and fit the ship. So in my opinion, it's just not worth 5% to me, especially where my skills are decent. They're not the best, but they're good enough for me. So it's just not worth it. But on the other hand, this the Core Probe Launcher probes themselves are definitely worth it, because if you go here and you compare, we have 4 points for base sensor strength, 40 points for the regular core scanner probes. Okay, so yes, it's only 4 points, but the price difference is not that bad. Who can't afford a $360,000 probe versus a $13,000 probe, right? I do not think the RSS core scanner probes are worth the 1 point due to the price, right? Just not worth it. Also, most of you already probably know, but you don't have to have a Sisters Core probe launcher to launch Sisters Core scanner probes. You can launch it in a Core Probe Launcher 1 or Launcher 2. We have a Launcher 2 fitted. Anyway, now we have the Salvager. Okay, the Salvager is just something extra I put on this ship. It's not necessary. I'm probably never going to even use it, but it's nice to have if you come across a wreck and you want to salvage it. All right, moving on to the mid slots. So we have the Relic Analyzer 2, the Data Analyzer 2. If you don't have the skills, you can use the Tech 1 version, but the Tech 2 version is definitely better. All right, I have a 1 meganewton Afterburner 1. Okay, so don't have a micro warp drive because I wouldn't be able to fit it. Power grid is already maxed out. It would not fit. It would not be operational. Anyway, you want one of these because when you're in these relic and data sites, sometimes the cans that you're trying to hack are spread out far apart. So you're going to want to be able to traverse across space from can to can at a, efficient rate of speed so that you can spend the least amount of time in this site and the least amount of time uncloaked, therefore reducing your potential to get ganked or attacked. Anyway, blown up. So yes, it's very helpful. Don't use it when you're hacking a can. Only use it when you're traveling because it increases your signature radius and makes it easier for people to scan you down. Basically, wouldn't have to have as good of skills to scan you down if you have that thing active. All right, so we have a scan pinpointing array. This thing is nice. It's going to decrease the scan deviation that we need to achieve to effectively scan down the site. So definitely something to put on if you have that slot. Now the Heron and the Buzzard do have 5 medium slots, which is nice. There's other ships that don't. This is another reason why I use the Buzzard. Anyway, cargo scanner. This thing is a time saver and obviously can save your life as well in a roundabout way. So if you have this thing equipped, you can scan the cans before you actually hack the cans. So say there's like 3 cans out there. Usually there's more than that, but anyway, there's multiple cans out there. Only 1 or 2 of them is worth hacking because the majority of them have 500,000 ISK and a couple of them have 4 million to 12 million. Okay. Well, I'm only going to pay attention to the 4 and 12 because I'm not going to waste my time hacking a can that only has 500,000. So this is not a necessary module to equip, but it is definitely handy and time saving. So, I could potentially hack 2 more sites with the amount of time that I have to go out and go exploring. Up next, we have the Warp Core Stabilizer 2s. Now, this is an obvious reason you'd want to hook up or you want to equip this. If you see someone come on grid, you're going to want to pop that on because they're probably going to try to blow you up. It's a active module now. It used to be passive. I don't remember how long it has been an active module. They changed that a little while ago, but I still forget that it's an active module. So yeah, but if you remember to activate it, it's awesome because it will increase the amount of warp scramble strengths that they need to get you. So usually if it's just one person trying to blow you up and scram you, they're not going to get you if you activate this. Remember to activate it. All right, last 2 things for the low slot are the nanofiber internal structure 2s. This is going to increase the velocity modifier, so it'll make you go faster because you are lighter. And this is going to decrease the inertia modifier, which is in turn going to help you align faster. Definitely something you want to think about. I know some people might say, I'm just going to put a damage control 2 on there. Sure, you can do that. But the problem is your defense is so low as is, and you are so fragile and so small, and you kind of need to play to your strength, and your strength is your speed and your small radius. So I really do think that it's probably just more effective to just have a faster align time and equip these. All right, in the rig slots, we have this small signal focusing kit. Now, I can't fit Tech 2. I think it's something to do with the calibration, or actually, no, it's the skill. Or I don't know if it's the skill or the price. I can't remember. Anyway, this is going to give you a little bit of scan speed bonus, which is nice. So you're going to be able to use your scan probes quicker. They're going to scan quicker. Now we have the awesome one. This guy is going to give you an extra 20 points to your coherence bonus. for your virus, which is great. So basically that's health. Coherence is. So 20 extra health for your virus. So you can take an extra hit sometimes, which is nice. Alrighty. So the skills needed to pilot the Buzzard are all these right here. I'm not going to name them because you guys can read them. You can pause the video and look at them. This is just for the Buzzard itself. So this does not include all of the modules. Now, some of the modules that may trip you up would possibly be this one, the covert ops cloaking device. It would be these two, just because you need, I believe it's archaeology 5. Well, for the relic one, it is. And then for the data, it's the hacking 5. Those are long trains. Takes a while to train those up to both level 5. So it would be archaeology and hacking. The only other thing that might trip you up is maybe the nanofiber structures, but you can fit Tech 1s on them. And actually, I'm wrong. You're not going to get tripped up because most people have hull number 2 and mechanics level 1. So let's talk about the price. So the price for the ship we already went over, and it's about 52 million. So with the price of everything being fitted to the ship and the hull, it's going to cost us 78 million. Okay, that is still so much cheaper than buying an Astero that is going to be 152 million, and that's not even fitted. So 78 million every time this thing blows up. That's okay. A few tips and tricks here. You don't have to fly this ship. You can fly many other scanning type ships. I just like this ship, like I said, because it has the amount of slots that I like for the mid slots. Always try to keep your cloak up when you're scanning, sitting in a system, scanning your sights down. It helps you avoid unwanted unwanted visitors on grid, because they won't be able to find you if you're cloaked. As well as remember to use that warp core stabilizer, and it's an active module now, not a passive. I have to keep telling myself that. I'm saying that multiple times in the video, more for myself than anybody. But yeah, so it's a pretty good ship. Obviously, this is the Crimson Harvest skin. Really cool looking skin. Love the event. Love the skins. If you are watching this video when it first comes out, this is going to be put out during the Crimson Harvest event. This event is incredibly lucrative. So if you are a relic or data site hunter, then I would recommend doing some of the Crimson Harvest sites. You end up getting a lot more loot than you traditionally do from a regular data or relic site. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, I'd appreciate a like, maybe a subscribe, and go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you guys use for your ships. What scanning ship do you use? Do you use the Buzzard? Do you use a Heron? Do you use a Astero? I'm just curious, because this game is a lot of fun, and the options are very, very open. You can fit ships in so many different ways. Anyway, until next time, this is CypherPyte. Fly safe.